sir. Whatever it do, DC gang. Welcome back to the channel. So listen here, familia. I've been crying for gems. I know the name of the deck is tier gems, but I've also been crying for gems because I ain't got none. All right, I am actually a broke. You guys know Zero UR does. I've been struggling out here in these streets, so I decided to play the only deck that will understand how I feel. The tears themselves. Did I come up with the intro right now? Yeah. So don't judge me, bro. Either way, we're playing tier gems, gem tier, ceiling with gem knight. This deck is actually completely nuts. I'm gonna show you right now over here on the side somewhere. We went 14-6 with this deck. In the Duelist Cup, I completely destroyed the Duelist Cup. I think I haven't even touched the Duelist Cup after that. Let me see something real quick. Because I played it, and then I think I never played it again. So it's still, it's still here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I was going to show you screenshots of this, but I guess I don't need to anymore. It says on the 19th. I know it's been a few days. I streamed on Friday, and I never came back in here. But I have been playing the deck on ladder. I've been trying to climb mainly because I'm trying to play Ubel. Somebody asked me to play Ubel, and I haven't been able to play Ubel for bro because I want to make it to master rank before I try to play Ubel because I don't want to D rank or whatever. So yeah, I've been struggling out here in these streets. Right now, this is how it's gone. We lost 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're 10-10. It's not specifically with just this deck. Like I just played these 5 games right here, if I'm not mistaken. And I've been having horrible luck. Like I'll show you a screenshot of something stupid. I've been playing against this card right here, this deck. This card right here, while I was playing Gem Knights, I almost cried. But yeah, let's focus on the deck list. It's a 41 card deck list. Now I stole this from the Master Duel Meta website. I did make like 1 or 2 changes, but nothing crazy. I actually love the deck, the way the deck is built. The only main thing that I really took out that maybe you want to play is the goat. The goat that be laughing at you. This thing you may want to put a copy of in there. So if you want to play this deck at 42, add the black gold laugh. I think it's a great addition to the deck, but I've been playing without it. Why? Because I don't know. I really don't like it. I embarrassed myself on stream because I couldn't spell Tempai because I could have sworn it was with an M. If you were there, you know it was a fun time. Either way, 41 card deck list. Basically, we have the Freemove engine in here as well. We're going to play one Fable Lurry. This is why I love this deck. I love the synergy of it. I love how everything functions. I love how everything works together. I love the fact that everything has a purpose. Hero of the Orange Light. This thing says when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can send this card from this card and one other fairy monster from the hand to the graveyard to negate it, and if you do, destroy it. This thing is crazy because look at how many fairy monsters you play in this deck. Itself, which is now once per turn. You play 3 copies of it. You play 3 copies of Lancia, which is a fairy monster. You play 1 copy of this thing, which is a fairy monster. And you play 3 copies of Neferend, which, surprise, surprise, is another fairy monster. So this thing, I really, really like the synergy that it has with this deck. It's amazing. We're going to play 2 copies of the Maximum de la Cease. Because until it gets banned, of course, we're all gonna play this garbage. But either way, 3 copies of the Ash Lefit, PS, the stinky ones. Yeah, 3 copies of that thing, because we have to stop Maxi at all costs. We do special summon a gazillion times. We're gonna play 1 Havnet, because it's limited to 1, of course. 1 copy of the Fairy Tales Node, which is limited to 1 as well. There's no... Never mind, I thought it was a fairy for a second. It's not. But this thing is it's insane, especially in this deck. 2 copies of the Sharon, because it's limited to 2. 3 copies of the Rhino de la Heart, because it's essentially one of the best 1-card starter. Now, this deck, the best card starter, you're going to see it in a second as I go over the deck list. We're going to play 1 copy of the Gem Knight Quartz, because this is what you're going to search. Once you use this thing as fusion material, then you can special summon, but technically extra normal summon this, and now you have 2 bodies on the field, which can get you into Moon, which can get you into your Fiend's shenanigans. The synergy with the deck is nuts, I'm telling you. We're gonna play 1 copy of the Keldo, because it's limited to 1, as well as Mudara. These are our shufflers. 1 copy of La Crema. We don't need more lotion than this, except for the one in the extra deck. We're gonna play 3 copies of Neferend, because of what I just explained to you. You're gonna normal summon this. You're gonna search this thing Normal summon this as well. 2 bodies on the field. Go Moon, go Fiendsmith. You can mill like that and get into your tier limit package if you can mill, the tier limit cards. So yeah, we're very, very good. Also, like I said, they're both fairies, which go really well with Hero of the Orange Light, which is why we play 3 Lancias. I never draw into this thing when I'm playing against my list. It never happens. This game hates me. I always draw into it when I'm playing against Ryseal. I'll tell you that much. But if I'm playing against my list, I never draw into that thing. Not once have I drawn into that thing playing against my list. Not in my Gem Knight deck, not in this deck, not in any deck. I've been gate kept by my list. Legitimately, I made it to Diamond 2. I'm not gonna go back to the thing, but it was there if you notice. I made it to Diamond 2 and D-ranked immediately because I played 3 games and the last one was against my list. And I was like, all right, bro. I just can't get past freaking Diamond 2. It's not gonna happen. But either way, I'm yapping. 2 copies of the Engraver. Because, Fiendsmith Shenanigans, 1 copy of the Tier Limits Kashtira, 1 copy of the Foolish Burial Goods, which you could play the Scarecrow trap, but most of the time, what I like to do with this is just send Sulliek to the graveyard and search for a 1-card starter. So you don't really need to add any extra shenanigans. We're gonna play 1 copy of the Grief, because Grief is either an extender or can be our combo starter if we have the Tier Limits card in the hand, of course. 1 copy of the Track, don't need more than that. 3 copies of our best starter, which can be ashed, but we don't have to talk about that right now. 3 copies of this thing. This thing is insane. You're going to activate it. You're going to use Neferin. And then you're going to use any one of these. Sharon or where is she? Havness. You're going to use them as fusion materials with this thing. You're going to fusion summon into your Gem Knight Amethyst. And then what's going to happen is you're going to activate whichever one you send to the graveyard to fusion summon using itself and this thing to go into your copy of your Kid Kalos. Which is insane that this one spell alone is a 1-card starter into Oblivion. Because you're going to probably win that game. If you don't get Max Seed or something. Maybe not. It depends. 2 copies of the Tier Limit Screen because milling this feels really nice. You could just search for your trap, which is really good. That's why we really like 2 copies of it. And then you know what happens when you have it on the field. You're screaming at your opponent, their attacks get lowered, and then you're also milling. So 2 copies of that thing. 1 copy of the Heartbeat to get rid of back row if we can. 1 copy of the Meta Noise. We play 1 copy of all of the traps, Meta Noise, Crime, and Sulliek. And that's pretty much it. 41 card deck list has been doing pretty decent, honestly. Like I said, we cooked in the Duelist Cup, but again, add the Black Ghost Laugh if you want to, if you like it. For the extra deck, 1 Kid Kalos, 1 Extra La Crema, more lotion for you. 1 Gem Knight Amethyst, again because of your 1-card starter with Brilliant Fusion. 1 copy of Prayer Plunge against Stepelia, which I've never used. Honestly speaking, if you want to play Dostrato and put Baron de la Flor in here, I might actually do that myself. I just hope that it doesn't mess with the milling and the consistency because the deck is super consistent. That's why I didn't want to touch it. I didn't even want to touch it because the mills are consistent. Everything about this deck is super consistent. Even though in 1 or 2 of the replays, you're going to see that my mills sucked. But I'm going to show it to you. So if you want to take that out and just add Baron de la Flor in the Strato, do that. I don't see why not. 1 copy of the Tier Limits Rucalo. 1 copy of the Kaleido de la Heart, El Corazon. You know what I'm saying? Fiendsmith Desiree, which I rarely ever go into. I went into it in one of the replays that you're gonna see, but that's pretty much it. I rarely ever go into this thing. 1 copy of the 60 Dugaris. You know what this does. Either we're gonna get an attack boost or draw 2. We never really use it to special summon from the graveyard, but you can. But yeah. 1 copy of the Pilgrim Reaper, because this is 2 level 6s. Your Fiendsmith package, you get to mill a bunch of cards. 1 copy of Requiem, of course. 1 copy of the SP, the Littlest Knight, aka Stuart de la Little. 1 copy of the Moon of the Closed Heaven. 1 Fiendsmith Sequence. 1 Fiendsmith Ogmunde, which I rarely ever go into, but it's good to have. Definitely good to have. And 1 Apollo of Los Estados Unidos, aka the USA. Yeah, that is the deck list. Enough with the yapping. I have like 7, 8, 9, 10 replays for you guys. Again, we cooked in the Duelist Cup. If you guys enjoy the content, leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe because I would really appreciate it. Let's get into those. All right, familia. So here we are for replay number 1 of the day. Now, a lot of these replays, my boards might have been a little dookie. Now, I'm not going to lie. I was kind of learning how to play this deck during the Duelist Cup. So certain mistakes that I made, I'm going to go over them and tell you how or why I made them. Now, there is for me to show you how the one card combo happens with the Brilliant Fusion. I did it in one duel that I lost, so I'm gonna show you that because I don't have any other duel where I managed to do it. So just wait for that as we're gonna activate the scream, so I can start screaming by normal summon Rhino Heart. That way we can mill 3 here and then send a card to the graveyard. So mill the 3. Mill is kind of dookie, not really, because we hit the Fiendsmith card, the Engraver. We're going to activate the Havness. We're going to get hit with the Impulse. My opponent is very impulsive right now. I'm sorry. Either way, I think I negated. We luckily have the Sharon. I have to send this Ash because I'm going to keep the C. Our mills are complete utter trash as well. We're going to have to go into the Gyros. We're at 2 level 4. Honestly speaking, again, I was learning the deck. Should have probably went for the Fiendsmith shenanigans since I have the 2 bodies. I'm pretty sure we could have just went into Moon here. Yeah, we could have just went into Moon and done it that way. Why did I do it like this? Because I was learning the deck. It's that simple. We're going to detach 2. Also, I could have sworn that was going to make Sharon activate so I could fusion summon, but it doesn't work that way. So yeah, we're going to grab ourselves a copy of the Nephirin. We're going to activate it, send the Rhino Heart. Activate the Nephirin. Unfortunately, there's nothing for the Rhino Heart to send, so I could special summon and send, which wouldn't have worked anyways, as we're going to use both of these after normal summoning the Quartz to go into the Moon of the Closed Heaven. This is what I should have done first. Clearly, we're going to go into the Requiem. Clearly, this is what I should have done first. But it is what it is. We're going to activate the Requiem, special summon La Crema. La Crema going to send the other Engraver. Engraver is going to send the Moon back into the extra deck, so I could special summon that. Now that we have 2 Fiends on the field, get myself into the Sequence. Sequence is going to activate, bring the bigger La Crema, extra the lotion. Activate that thing, special summon the other level 6. 2 level 6s, start reaping. Alright, start reaping. Go into the Pilgrim, activate that, detach, mill like 20,000 cards. We hit the Tilimus Kashira, mill 2. Our mills were complete utter garbage. I banished 7. Special summon the Snow, use all of these, go into Apollo. Activate La Crema, send the Sequence, burn for 600. Now I know this is complete utter trash. It is. Which again, the reason why I was learning the deck, like I said, during the Duelist Cup, this is not in the Duelist Cup clearly, but I can tell you that I should have definitely went into the Fiendsmith engine before I went into the number 60 Dugaris. But either way, we have the maximum of C's. They're going to draw one. We're going to throw the C out. He has a cross-out designated, so all I have is an Apollo, which is why the thing needs to get banned because, yeah. This is against, what do you call it? These people right here, yup. The Dormouse gets normal summon. I decided to banish 7. This dude was hilarious, which is why I wanted to show it to you first. So I decided to banish 7, right? Because in my head, I'm like, okay, if I flip this thing face down, it's a normal summon. They haven't activated it. There's no way for them to link it off. I don't have to waste anything on activating this Apollo, right? So I was thinking if I flip it down, that's really good. We have 3 cards to deal with. If they're all monster, Apollo is going to put in work. He has a Call by the Grave. So I'm like, you know what? Now it's 2 cards that we have to deal with. I know that I can deal with 2 cards with Apollo because they have to be monsters. If it's a trap, it wouldn't even matter. So I'm like, banish 7 again. I listen, bro. I'm traumatized. I'm paranoid. I see one of these cards and I have to deal with that. Another finger. So bro has 2 fingers. Throw up the peace sign. Even though he's not being peaceful right now. Sometimes in the kingdom, that's a bar. Either way, yeah. So he has these things in the graveyard. Now he has this thing out here. 2 fingers on my Snow that I wasted almost everything on out of just desperation. Now she's getting out of here. She's gone. There's no way of me getting it back. I lost almost everything in my graveyard just for one monster. That's how crazy this deck is. He's gonna activate that. Of course, we're gonna negate it with the Apollo. I'm hoping that they don't have a hair, but if they do, that's still gonna get negated as well. If he wants to link off, so be it. Because I'm an idiot and did the Dugaris play first, I don't get to draw into anything. We just go battle phase, slap him with the 1500. That thing is in the graveyard, or they have 1 card. My thing was, I know this may seem maybe idiotic to somebody. Maybe this is like, bro, you play really bad or something like that. I don't think so. I'm going to tell you why. I had to bank everything on flipping this thing face down because I can deal with monsters in the hand with Apollo. Now look at this. He has one card. I have three monsters in the gates. We could do with something. Well, he has two cards now. He's gonna normal summon the rabbit. Of course, I'm gonna negate that immediately. And if he wants to activate anything, we negate that as well. Yeah, he could attack over the Apollo at that point in time, but that's if he has something. Because right now, Apollo is still bigger than the Snow Rabbit. I mean, not Snow Rabbit, the White Rabbit. So they get negated. It goes to the end phase. I'm just surviving. Even though technically I should be the one winning, I'm surviving. Activate the track. Hope they don't have an Ash. They do have the Ash. What am I supposed to do? Negate that. Negate that right now. Stop it right there. Nah. Why? Because from here on, we have full combo, right? We're going to activate the track. Track get us a Lurry. Lurry going to go into the graveyard. Know how this go. Get him out of there because he doesn't want to be there no more. Use both of these going to the sequence. Sequence is going to activate. Send 3 monsters back into the deck because I love the synergy of this. What did we just do? My bad. I'm just hyped because that play is crazy. I don't have almost anything. But what I did have was the materials to use a sequence to fusion summon into Collider Heart. Activate Collider Heart's effect. Get your rabbit back into your deck. We're going to mill 3. We hit the screen. I'm going to get a Sulliek out here. Go Battle Phase. Swap him for the 12. Swap him for the 3000. Set the Sulliek. Out of nothing. Out of nothing we got out here. They're going to set it backward and scoop out of shame. Laugh at them. Laugh at them, chat. I know I'm calling you chat, but laugh at them, chat. Yeah. Just this dude was like crazy in my opinion because of how it played out. I was so nervous, fam, because anything that this deck does can lead to your demise. It doesn't even matter. That's why I went so hard on activating that snow, because that snow was supposed to just be magical for me. If we flip it face down next turn, even though I don't get to draw, we could attack with the snow and we still have the Apollos, what I was thinking. But 2 fingers for the peace sign and we still won peacefully. Not really. Let's continue. All right, familia. So out of the Duelist Cup duels, I only managed to save 2, unfortunately. I think I forgot to save the other ones because I was playing like 2 or 3 different decks, right? But either way, we're going to activate the engraver, send the engraver, activate the track. When I say I was playing 2 or 3 different decks, I meant like between the Duelist Cup and on ladder. I mainly only played this deck and Gem Knights during this climb, but all of those 20 games were with this deck. As we're going to activate the track, you could just watch the stream if you want to. You're going to see all of these live. As we're going to send the Lurry, bring the Lurry out here, Lurry back into the graveyard, go into the Requiem, activate the Requiem, special summon the engraver. You know how this goes. Get the other engraver out here. We have 2 level 6s going to the Reaper. Again, I was learning the deck because clearly, oh, I have you in the hand, but I still, yeah, no, I still could have just special summoned this and send the other engraver and done the sequence so that way I have the other 2. Yeah, see, like, this is what I'm telling you. Better plays could have been made here. But whatever, we do the Reaper. We're going to mill a Sulliek. We mill the Neferin. So now we're going to send 1 copy of we're going to send the Keldo. Now we're going to get ourselves a copy of the Rhino Heart with the Sulliek. And then we special summon this thing. We can now search, activate, search for a copy of the Quartz. We're going to normal summon the Rhino Hearts and Sharon. Rhino Heart and Sharon fusion summon into Kid Kalos. Kid Kalos is going to activate. Get ourselves the Tier Limit Kashira to the hand. Activate the Kid Kalos. Special summon the Tier Limit Kashira. Also, this is something that I have to stop doing. It's way better to not add this to the hand. Send it to the graveyard mail, then activate, special summon it from the graveyard send, and you get more cards out of it that way. So don't do this. Just send it to the graveyard, don't add it to the hand. It's always better. But again, I don't play this deck all that often, and I was learning it. Either way, now we get to mail about 8 cards here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, mail the 3. We hit a Scream, mail more. We hit a Halfness, so we're gonna activate the Halfness, chain block it with the screen, then chain block all of that with a Tier Limit Heartbeat. We got the Sulliek back to the hand, which is really nice. That's why we really like. I'm telling you, the synergy with the deck is amazing. Scream is gonna get us a Crime to the hand, and then Halfness is gonna use itself and the Rukalos to go into Tier Limits Rukalos. Did I say Rukalos? Tier Limit Kid Kalos into Rukalos. Now we activate the Neferin. Normal summon the Quartz. Use both of these and go into Lugaris. I mean, with this hand, honestly, why not, right? Detach the 2. We're going to basically join to 1. Send the Mudara. Activate the Snow. What am I doing? I need 4 bodies, I'm assuming, right? Yup, use all 4 of these bodies to go into the Apollo of the US de la 6. Bring it out here. So she's beefy, 3200 attack, set her back in the turn. This board doesn't look crazy, but this board is amazing because we have a crime. I can send a tier limit Rhino Heart, which is not going to do anything because I don't have a tier limits card in the hand. But it's still cool. We could send whatever, honestly. We have the Soliak. We could send this into the graveyard to negate something. She comes back, special summon negate, and 4 monster negates, as well as 2 shufflers. Yeah, 2 shufflers plus no. So we have about 8 disruptions or something like that. They're going to activate the Book of Eclipse. Now, I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure it works this way. The reason why I crimed this is because I didn't want Rukalos getting flipped like a pancake. Because if she gets flipped like a pancake, I'm pretty sure I can't use the Soliak to send her to the graveyard to activate. Now, maybe that does work that way. If you know, let me know in the comment section, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't work that way. So yeah, we're going to crime that. I probably send one of the Lancias here because I have 2. Why not? Let me see. Yeah, we send one of the Lancias because we have another one. Standby phase, main phase 1. They're going to activate the Malice Underground. We're going to activate the other Lancia that we have in the hand. They're going to activate a Call by the Grave. A lot of fingers nowadays out here. But I strategically use the Mudara Sword Oracle to just return it back to the deck. You can't finger it if it's not in the graveyard. So yeah, just put it back in the deck. That is not there anymore. And you can't banish anything with your underground. Do I feel bad about it? No. It's legitimately the only thing I can do most of the time against this deck. Legitimately. Konami, drop the ban list. Let me see something. Let me see something. I don't even hate the deck. I just hate that I can't do anything against it. Like, besides Alancia, and even that isn't even that great anymore. So give me something. Let's continue. Yes, sir. Here we are for replay numero dos. Number 2 of the day. We have a Lancia and an Ash. What are we playing against? Let me see it, because I don't remember. Allure Palace. I don't know what the heck this is, but I ashed it because, again, I don't know what this is. But apparently, don't ash that. If you see that, don't ash it, because what it does is absolutely nothing. Because they get to activate the same effect again. Send a card to the graveyard. Okay, this was just a funny duel. We're playing against Black Winds. We're going to activate a Lancia here because Black Wind does banish cards here and there. But this guy was chefing it up. If you didn't see this during the stream, he was chefing it up. Activate the Whirlwind. Get yourself the Sudri. Sudri's going to summon itself, activate. I know how this deck works, but I'm not going to commentate over all of this. Vata, get the Feather Whirlwind, special summon the Vata, get the Vata out of here, send 2 cards to the graveyard, synchro summon into the Black Wind Dragon, right? Use both of these. Go into the Black Wind Borostorm, the Wicked Winds. Use 2 monsters here to go into a what? Yes, Raid Raptor. Bro went from Black Winds to Raid Raptors. The thing is saucy as heck. He's going to send one of the spells back into the hand, so he could use both of these monsters to level 4, go to a Raider's Knight. This deck is amazing. Not going to lie. Activate the Raider's Knight. I'm pretty sure the Lancia put in work because he does have to banish cards to do certain things with the Black Wind package, but this is still tough. As he's going to activate the Strix. It's 2 Strixes. Brave Strix and Wise Strix. A lot of Strixing going on. So yeah, they're going to activate the Brave here. Detaching a material. They're going to get the rank up Magic Skip Force. Activate that thing immediately. Ranking up the Brave Strix into a copy of the Arsenal Falcon. Bro's taking flight. Activate the Falcon. Detach a material. Special summon the Sudri. Use all 3 of these monsters to link summon into something I've never seen before. Dark Metal, the Dragon of Dark Steel. I've seen it. I've just never seen it being used. Arsenal is going to activate its effect. Get the Ray Raptor Ultimate Falcon onto the field. Activate the Black Wing Dragon. Burn me for 700. Activate the Dark Metal, the Darkness Dragon of the Dark Steel. A lot of dark stuff going on. They're going to target the Vata. Special summon the Vata back onto the field. Activate the Black Feather Whirlwind. Use both of these to go into a level 10. Make yourself a Bestial Dilapator. Activate the Black Feather Whirlwind to special summon the Borostorm back onto the field. Activate the Base of the Sprader, special summon the Vata back out here. Now, bro's gonna burn for 1,000, which doesn't really matter. So basically, this thing is unaffected by everything. I don't even know how the heck I outed this. Maybe we made a monster. I don't know. I don't remember. But this board doesn't have much. It's just Beast of Dissipator and this thing plus whatever this thing in the back is. That Lancia definitely put in a bunch of work. So here, let's see what we're gonna do. Also, I lied to you. Maybe we did use the Brilliant Fusion. Okay, normal summon the Lurry. Go into the Requiem. We're gonna activate the Requiem, get it out of here. Special summon La Crema, activate La Crema, send Engraver. Right, Engraver, send the Lurry back. Special summon. We're gonna get, okay, yeah. I forgot that this thing was in the graveyard. This is definitely a disruption. The Shranga, the Wanning, whatever, this thing. Basically, he's gonna pop this thing right now. So pop it, get it out of here. We still have two monsters, so we're going to sequence, activate the sequence. We're gonna use both of these monsters. Going to La Crema, activate La Crema. Still special summon the level 6. He's gonna activate Beast of Dissipator. This, I'm telling you, I wish I didn't Lancia him just to see how great this board would have been. Because this is still really nice. He's gonna activate this Dissipator here. Basically putting this thing back into the deck so he can pop La Crema. We still special summon Engraver. We don't get to use our 2 level 6s here, but I do still have the Scream. Activate the Brilliant Fusion. And this is your 1-card starter, which is pure insanity. We know they don't have an Ash. You activate the Brilliant Fusion. You're going to send Nephirin and you're going to send the Sharon, right? Use both of these. Go into the Amethyst. Activate the Sharon. Use both of these monsters and go into Kid Kalos. Now, I definitely should have used Nephirin's effect and just send this to the graveyard, special summon it, and search the quartz, so I could get extra bodies out here. I don't know why I didn't, but sure. We're gonna go into the Kid Kalos now. Activate Kid Kalos effect. Chain block that with the Scream. Scream is gonna mill 3 here, which is dookiness. And here I go again, adding this thing to the hand. It's definitely better sending it to the graveyard. I don't know why I keep doing this. It's because I'm an idiot. Either way, add it to the hand. Activate the Kid Kalos. Special summon the T-Limits Castera. Kid Kalos is going to activate. Activate the T-Limits Castera. Now we get to mill 8 when I should have milled like 11. Either way, there goes 3. There goes another 5. Activate the Meta Noise. Activate the Sulliek. So we're going to add the Sharon to the hand. Right? Give me that as mine. Well, Rhino Heart first. Then the Sharon from the graveyard, I think, to the hand. There we go. Have we normal summon? Yes, we have, but that's why we did this. Activate the Sharon, send the Rhino Heart, mill 3. There goes the Heartbeat. Get the Sulliek back to the hand. Use both of these monsters. Go into the Ogmunde. Activate the Snow. Banish 7. Special summon the Snow. Snow gonna activate. We're flipping down the Beast of Dissipator. Okay, that actually worked. I thought we were gonna get disrupted. Either way, number 60 Dugaris. Right, activate Ogmunde, bring La Crema back onto the field. I see what I did. Activate Dugaris, give. Oh, we draw 2. Ah, yes, because I'm beefy. Now, my thing is, we could have won this, I think. Right? Double the attack, that's 84. 8400 is lethal damage right here, right? Maybe we could have won this. Either way, detach 2, slapping for the 17. I definitely look. Hold on, chat. We're gonna do math. What was that? 13? We're gonna do math, chat. Hold on. That was lethal damage. That was lethal damage. We would have done 7,100, which is like 100 more life from than what they had. We had lethal damage, and I'm just an idiot. So either way, that's fine. They're gonna flip up the Beast of Dissipator. Now I'm gonna mill because you're normal or special summon while I have Chilimit Kashira on the field. We do hit the Rhino Heart. Special summon the Rhino Heart, send the Grief, activate Rhino Heart. He's gonna activate Beast of Dissipator to banish bring back my Lancia to negate us. So we're gonna negate the Dissipator with our Sulliek. And here we're probably gonna send the T-Limit Kashira. Yes, send it to the yard. The thing is negated. We still get to send a copy of Havness. Activate the Havness. Activate the T-Limit Kashira. You know what? I knew I could have had lethal. I just wanted to make the replay more fun. Either way. Use both of these monsters. Go into Rukalos. Bring it out here. Activate the Nephirin. Send the Orange Light. Special summon the Nephirin. Beast of Dissipator is going to activate. I don't know why. But he's gonna try and special summon. We're gonna activate Root Kalos to negate and pop it, right? Yep. Get that thing out of here. And I have to send Rhino Heart to the graveyard because I didn't want to send her. And by sending it to the graveyard, I mean banish it because we know we can't send it to the graveyard. Here he's gonna activate the Dark Metal. Special summon the Bora. Use both of these. Going to the black Wings Full Armor Master. Bring it out here. I don't even remember this happening. He's going to activate the black Feather Wings. Special summon the Sephiroth back onto the field. A level 6. Wait, level 4, a level 2, a level 6. Black Wing Nathong. Activate the Black Wing Shaman. Banish that thing. Get yourself a copy of the Sudri back to special summon it if I'm not mistaken, right? Oh no, add it to the hand, which is fine. Here, they're going to burn for 700. We're going to burn for 8. He's going to activate the Rank Up Magic Skip. This was a freaking duel. I mean, it's, it's a lot happening, and nothing is happening at the same time. But either way, Arsenal Falcon back onto the field. And bro didn't have enough time for anything. We don't get to draw anything because of Dugaris. We're going to activate the Freemouth Engraver. He's going to activate the Phantom Rank of Magic. Luckily, we still have the Rukalos because this is a Kali Yuga. And Kali Yuga means we lose the game. So luckily, we have that. Negate that thing. We're probably going to send ourselves. Negate and pop. Oh, never mind. Bro's cool. Bro's cool. If you want to see this live, legitimately just go to, to the stream on Friday. This was kind of crazy because I think I was running low on time as well, and even during the stream I didn't realize we had lethal damage. You know, it's different when you're streaming and then when you watch your replay or when you watch yourself or anybody else play for that matter, because you can see things that you're not thinking about while you're playing. So it's crazy that we did have lethal damage and I just didn't realize it. So either way, let's continue. Yes sir, here we are for replay. What, number 4? I think it is 4 or 5. We're going second. I don't know what the heck we're playing against. Again, those were the only 2 duels that I managed to save from the Duelist Cup. I forgot to save anything else, but yeah. So Pot of Desire, they're gonna banish 10. I think this card is stupid unless you're playing this, which is Stun. You're gonna activate the Type 2 Mega Grenade. Now I don't think you're stupid for playing the card. I just don't like it. It seems crazy to me, milling 10 cards off of your deck to just draw 2 cards. You're losing 8 cards off of your deck to draw 2. I mean, some people be winning like that, so I don't know. Either way, we're gonna get the Barrier Statue, 3 back rows in the back. Sad times in the kingdom. The funny thing is that all of my monsters are basically earth, except for the light ones that we play and the aqua ones. Either way, we're gonna send Engraver. Engraver gonna add the track. We're gonna normal summon Stepharin, and immediately bro's gonna start judging me, and you know, paying half his life points to get rid of a normal summon. Get it out of here. It was never there. Sad times in the kingdom. I'm still gonna activate the track here. Get myself a copy of La Crema. We're gonna send the snow to the graveyard. We're going to activate the Quartz because he does have a monster. I get to set the Brilliant Fusion. Brilliant Fusion is going to activate. We're going to send 2 cards to the graveyard to fusion summon into our Gem Knight Amethyst, which is a rock monster. My bad. Earth, not rock. Earth. So yeah, we get to bring that thing onto the field. We get to activate the... Excuse me? Oh, I activated this to give this thing the attack boost so we could slap over the barrier. Look at me being smart. Yep, get that thing out of here. Main phase 2, we don't have anything else. We can't do anything else. We already normal summon. Bro's gonna draw 2 cards here. Craziness, Clockwork Knight, set another back row. I'm already getting discouraged, but I'm like, we have to play it out. We're gonna get a copy of the Meta Noise here. We're gonna normal summon La Crema, activate La Crema. We're gonna get judged again, this time by the strike. La Crema is gonna get the heck out of here. She's gone. She was never here. She needs to go take a nap. Either way, we're gonna activate Engraver now, send La Crema back into the deck so we can special summon Engraver. No, judge me one more time. I'm in Jury Duty right now, bro. That's where I'm at. Either way, that thing gets negated. I can't bring it out. I'm like, you know what? That's lethal damage. Fairy Tales, no. Banish everything. Why not? I think I legitimately banished everything. Yeah, everything except for freaking Sharon. And there it goes. Dogmatic punishment. Yeah, I'm getting punished for playing this stupid game. They're gonna send the Entis. We lose our Myth Knight, which unfortunately only gets rid of set cards. So this is not set. Clearly it's face up. So this does nothing. So we lost our whole board, which wasn't anything. Bro's gonna draw 2 more cards here. Normal summon Thunder King Ryo. Yeah, slap me for the 2400. Set another back row. Here I'm like, yeah, we're definitely gonna lose this, but we have to play it out. We have to see it through, my boy. We're gonna activate the T-Limits Garcia right here. Banish a card, which is gonna be Sharon. That's crazy. Special summon it. Activate. We're gonna mill 3. The mills hit. Activate Sharon. We're gonna send all 3 of these monsters back into the deck. Special summon that Collider Heart. You just have to mill. Activate that thing. Bounce back that Ryo, and now we have lethal damage on the field. That was one of the most beautiful meals I've ever seen in my life. Because I needed it. If that meal wouldn't have hit, I'm pretty sure we just get smoked. Like, there's no reason for me to stay in this duel. Because if that doesn't hit, I can't attack over that thing. I can't activate anything. Bro's going to just slap over every monster that I can set up on the field. And then he's going to keep drawing 2 cards. Unless I could have stalled it out, which I doubt it. And then have him deck out. That was the only way I could have probably won after that. But luckily we did hit the mail and we managed to get the W. Let's continue. Yes, of course. Replay number 5, I think. We're going second. We have a Maxi. Unfortunately, we have the orange light without a fairy monster, but that's okay. 7th Tachyon. They're going to show us the 104, getting us of the EXT. EXT is going to summon itself. I shoot Maxi here right now. Let's go. Yes, we did. Throw it out. Doesn't have anything. End phase. We have a whole handful of That's what that looks like. Probably going to activate the goods to try and bait out the Ash. No, he has his own Maxi. I don't have a fairy. Honestly speaking, nah, never mind. I was gonna say maybe it would have been better, because I was trying to bait out the Ash. If it wasn't for Ash, this would have been the better play, but whatever. So what am I doing here? Sending a copy. Scream. Yo, send a Scream. Activate the Scream. Get a meta noise. Normal summon the Reinhardt. Reinhardt says Sharon. Sharon gonna activate. Use both of these. Go into our kick out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very smart. Activate the kick cow. We're going to get hit with a Mochomi Fualos, which, congratulations, you played yourself. We do not care. I wasn't going to summon more than this anyways. So we're going to get the crime here. Yup. Get the crime, set our back row, and slap him for the 23, end our turn. So we basically have an Omni Negate, because I could just send this thing in order to activate. We have a fusion because I could flip something face down to trigger that fusion, and we have Solieg to mill 3. Now I played this kind of horribly. Well, it depends. Let's see. I'll tell you why. So here they're gonna normal summon the ice, activate the ice. I'm gonna crime the ice, right? Crime, send the orange light, get it out of here. This thing gets back into the deck. Now I knew he had the EXT. I must have forgotten because. Well, no, maybe I just didn't want him getting an extension. Either way, EXT, they're going to send the number 18. This is bad now. Because EXT is going to activate Chain Blocker with the number 18. We do have the Soliek. We're going to target that thing and negate it. Now, this is the thing. Yes, they already normal summon, but now I have to deal with this. And if I activate this, I have to send Kid Kalos. So now I don't have the Meta Noise. So what I should have done was activate Meta Noise. Well, yeah, it's activate Meta Noise first to target it and flip down, which is going to be Chainlink 1. Chainlink 2 activate Solieg and negate it. That way it's negated, then we flip it down, then we get Ru Kalos onto the field. But that's not what I did. I did it wrong. So we're going to send Kid Kalos. They're going to send the 2 level 4s. I still haven't played this deck, so I know what it does, the Leo. We're going to activate Kid Kalos. Hopefully we get a good meal. Because the Leo, if I'm not mistaken, is going to send the Whale. Here we did hit Sharon. They're going to get the Beast Griffin out here. Sharon's going to activate. They're going to activate Maxi. There's nothing I could do about that. We're going to activate Snow. Look at me. Yes, we're going to banish 7 of our useless cards right here. Like 2 Maxi, 2 Ash Blossoms, whatever else. Special summon the Snow. Sharon again is going to use both of these, Kid Kalos in itself, to go into Ru Kalos. They're going to draw 1 from this. And of course, we're going to flip this thing like a pancake because he can't flip it up. They're going to activate the Griffin, send the Whale, special summon, activate the Whale. Locally, we do have the Ru Kalos for that because then he would have special summoned both of these level 4s. Stop that right there. Follow that up with Meta Noise to flip down the Griffin. Get it out of here. Because if I'm not mistaken, hold on. I don't know why I flipped that thing face down, but they don't have a special summon anymore unless it's Sword. And Sword is not going to do much of anything. So I don't know why I flipped it down, but it just makes sense apparently. As we're going to send a card to the graveyard, this was also kind of goofy because I activate Havness. I thought that I had Rhino Heart in the graveyard, but I didn't. So we have to make Kid Carlos again. I don't know why I thought I had Rhinoheart, because at some point in time, I'm pretty sure I used Rhinoheart, but I didn't. So we go back into Kid Carlos. They're going to get to draw a card out of that. We're going to get a grief for the follow-up. Bro has a bonfire now. Activate bonfire, get themselves a Nemesis flag. I should have never done that. But either way, Nemesis flag activate. Grab the banish card back, activate the Nemesis flag, search for a Protoss. The funny thing is that this Protoss is absolutely garbage. As it's going to banish 3, activate Protoss, Core Dark. We lose Kid Carlos, which she can't be summoned again, but who the heck cares when I join to the Rhinoheart that I thought I used already. Rhinoheart activate, send the T-Limit Castillo. This was stupid. Now, I'm an idiot. Clearly, I should have sent Sharon or Havness. The reason why I did this is because, okay, I'm like, I can't fusion summon. And then I was like, wait a minute. My fusion summons aren't dark. I'm just an idiot. But we did hit Engraver. We don't need it. We're going to activate the fusion here, the Brilliant. We're going to send the Sharon and the Mephirin, and we're going to make the Amethyst. Now we're gonna use the Nephirin and then the Sharon. So Sharon's gonna use both of these monsters. We're gonna go into the Root Kalos, which is not a dark monster, which is hilarious. It's hilarious. Bring it out here. Nephirin is gonna send the grief. Special summon itself. Activate. We're gonna search the quartz. Now we have a bunch of bodies. Yeah. We can go into the Fiendsmith engine and legitimately just attack over the floodgate. We could attack almost over everything in here right now, honestly. But bro decided to scoop. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Yes, sir. Here we are for replay number, I forget. I'm going to speed it up so I can show you all of the replays, though, as we're going to start this one off by normal summon Nephirin activated, and we're going to get here with Max C. Luckily, we do have a fairy monster. Your shufflers are fairies. I think I forgot to mention that. Your shufflers are fairy monsters. Yeah, so they work with the orange light. Send them, negate the Max C, get myself the quartz, activate the scream, Nephirin get the extra normal summon go into the moon, moon link off into the Requiem, activate the Requiem, get us out of here, special summon La Crema send Engraver gonna send the moon back, special summon the Engraver, use both of these, go into the sequence is gonna activate, get the bigger La Crema is gonna bring back the Engraver back from the graveyard, and we get to get into reaping, right? Start reaping. Go into the Pilgrim, activate that, detach the 1, mill, our mill's hit because we hit the Sully Egg. We're going to add a Sharon to the hand, activate the Sharon, send the T-Limits Kashtira. We get to mill 3 here, activate Scream, activate the T-Limits Kashtira. Now we get to mill like 6, and with the other Scream that we just mill, we get to search out a trap, which is going to be Meta Noise probably, yes. Crime doesn't make any sense right now. As we're gonna mill, we do hit the Rhinoheart. We hit another Shufflers into Ash. Rhinoheart send the Meta Noise. Rhinoheart activates in the Havness. But before we do that, activate Meta Noise to bring back the T-Limits Kashtira, because we haven't activated her to special summon yet. So, yep, send the... Oh, Sharon. Never mind. Send Sharon. Use both of these. Go into Kid Cow. Activate the Kid Cow. Get ourselves a copy of the Crime to the hand. We're going to activate Kid Cow. Special summon the Rhinoheart. Send it. Alright, so this may seem weird to you. But the reason why I did this was because I was planning on keeping the T-Limits Kashtira. So when I activate Crime, I get to mill. I think that was my plan at the time. Because I was really confident that this mill was going to hit. But don't be confident like me. It doesn't work. Either way... We did hit the Heartbeat. We did hit another Nephirin. So I decided to activate the Nephirin Send this thing, which makes no sense as to why I did that. I probably did that out of impulse because it literally makes no sense. Unless I just want the extra bodies for the Apollo. Even though I have this Sulliek, it's just I should have definitely still kept that in the hand. Either way, we're going to use both of these. We're going to go into the number 60 Dugaris, activate the Dugaris, detach 2. We're going to join to 2, send the Sulliek to the graveyard because I'd rather keep all 3 of these cards. And then we're going to use all of these bodies to go into the Apollo of the USAs. 24, burn with the La Crema, send the Engraver, and now we have Crime. So this board is dookie, except for the fact that we're going to throw this Maxi. Bro has the Crossout Designator. We do have the Lancia, which is why these decks are crazy with this thing. The Finger Defender, that's what I call Lancia. The Finger Defender strikes again, which also defends you from Crossout. They're going to normal summon the Ice Rise Seal. We're going to negate it with the Apollo. He's going to follow that up with the plugin. He's going to special summon the Node that I didn't realize I had milled. We also did mill the Fuel Spell, which is hilarious. We're going to join to the Brilliant Fusion here. He has 2 level 4s though. Scream's gonna activate. We're gonna send 3, activate the Neference, special summon it. Now here I was testing this out because I haven't done it yet. But this thing says, if this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Gemini card from your deck to the... I'm an idiot. She's in the graveyard, isn't she? She has to be in the graveyard. Yeah, she's in the graveyard. So I was thinking about adding her back to the hand because if he has monsters on the field, I can activate and search for the Brilliant Fusion. That's why I didn't mind getting rid of it. But I didn't realize she was in the graveyard. So that's what happened there. As they're gonna use 2 level 4s here, go to the number 41 Baguska. Both of these get to get flipped in defense. He's gonna set it back row. I get to activate the tears. Send it back to special summon the sequence. And here I wasn't too worried. I'm like, all right, we have 2 monsters. I can make a freaking SP the Littlest Knight, right? Easy. We don't get to draw anything, but that's fine. And then I'm an idiot. Again, it's really easy to make mistakes unless you play this deck and learn from it like I did, right? Unless you know how to play it, you're a T-Limits player for real, you know, whatever. I should have never done that. Not because it got banished, but because it turns off my crime. It turns off my crime. Like, come on now. I should have thought about that, but I didn't. Because what's the point of me keeping this on the field for real? I should have used this and the link to the sequence. Kept this thing so it gives me the Omni Negate with the crime. But again, I did this. And now I'm getting solemn warning on my SP the Littlest Knight. So now we're going to activate Engraver. Send La Crema back. Special summon the Engraver. We're going to go to the end phase. They're going to get to draw a card here, but Guska is going to have to detach. He's going to put that thing in attack position, activate the Star Red Shield to special summon. I don't know what was the point of this. He should have sat on this. And then I was like, all right, maybe this is a trap or a spell that's going to do anything. Now, he's going to go battle phase. Here I decided to snow. I was going to flip this thing face down, but I'm like, if he flips it back up, I think it gets to activate again. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I've seen that happen. So I was like, nah, you know what? Never mind. We're just going to flip the star. Flip the star like a pancake. Yeah, we're going to lose Apollo. It is what it is. Take the 1300 to the face and face, right? They don't have anything else. I'm like, all right. It beats what it beats. We're drawing 2 Halfness, which I'm really happy about. We're going to activate the Engraver here. Send the sequence back into the deck. Special summon the Engraver. There it goes. Torrential Tribute. Now, if I would have just had... Well, I could have normal summoned Halfness. And nah, because then I wouldn't have a monster in the hand to activate crime with anyway. So it is what it is. We lose the board. We normal summon Larry. We're going to link off the Larry into the Requiem. I don't think there's nothing for me to special summon. Yes, there is. Activate Requiem. Special summon La Crema. I forgot I put it back. Give this thing an attack because we already activated Engraver. Use the Snow. Banish 7. Special summon the Snow back. Now here, I'm going to go battle phase. But the reason why, because we could have had, I think we had lethal damage. With Ogmunde. Sequence. Yeah, we could go sequence. Make Desiree. Let me see. Yeah, we make Desiree, and I'm pretty sure we have exactly lethal damage. But the main issue is that I was running out of time. So they decided to go battle phase, right? Just go battle phase. Slap him for the amount that we did. Use both of these now. Go into the sequence. Activate the sequence. You know how this goes. Fusion summon Desiree. Use both of these. Go into Ogmunde. Ogmunde, put itself in the back. Special summon Desiree. And yeah, see, with this thing attached, which I didn't even have time to attach. I had like 2 seconds. We could have stopped all of that shenanigans. But with 0 cards, nothing in the graveyard, 1 card that he's about to draw, and with us having this thing, I was fairly confident that we win this duel. We win this duel. There's nothing to think about. He's going to join to a card. Is the Node. Node's going to activate to special summon the Star. I don't know why he did that. Put that thing in defense position. I'm like, congratulations. Now I just get to do piercing damage on it. It's lethal. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I've been doing a lot of goofiness throughout the replays, as you can see. But again, it's really easy if you don't play this deck for a long time to just make little mistakes like that. Because I don't get to play the same deck for more than like a day or 2. Because I always switch them to make a different profile and a different video. But this deck is not. This deck is definitely nuts. Let's continue. Alright, gang. I think this is going to be the last replay of the day. I don't want the video to be super long. This hand is super cracked already. We have, well, not necessarily. Like, this is a weird hand. You kind of don't want this because now I'm forced to send a Sharon. But we do have an Omni, monster negate in the hand. So there goes the Ash. Did I decide to negate this? No, right? Because I'm not worried about that. Yeah, no. So we don't negate the Ash. I'm gonna tell you why. As of course I could activate the orange light, send this and negate it. But I'm more worried about whatever other monster like Maxi, because this thing sending Havness is already full combo, right? Which is what we're gonna do. Activate Sharon, send the Havness, mill 3. We're gonna activate Havness, use Havness and Sharon to go into Kid Carlos, which I like it a lot because now we have the 2 Sharons in the deck to mill. As we're gonna activate Kid Cal here. You see, this is one of the last replays. I learned my lesson. Unfortunately, I milled 2 cards, which is gonna be the Heartbeat and the Sharon again. Which, yes, I could activate and make Ru Carlos, but I'm not done milling. I'm really not. So I decided not to do so. I'm just going to activate Kid Cow, special summon the T-Limits Cash. We're going to mill like 8 more cards here. I'm hoping that we mill the second copy at some point in time, but I'd rather just get my mills going. As we're going to mill 3. We're going to mill the other ones. We did hit the Havness again, unfortunately. But I'm going to activate the Meta Noise, activate the Nephirin. Nephirin is going to send the Orange Knight to the yard because they don't have anything by now. Nephirin onto the field, get the Sharon to the hand, activate the Nephirin, search for the Quartz. Quartz going to get an extra normal summon. Well, it's going to get normal summon. That's an extra normal summon. As we're going to use both of these, going to the Moon, we can speed this up. Moon, get it out of here. Going to Requiem, Requiem, get it out. Special summon La Crema, Engraver, because La Crema is in the graveyard if I'm not mistaken. Go Sequence. Use both of these. Go into a copy of the bigger La Crema. Activate La Crema. Special summon the 6. Special summon the 6, aka the Engraver. Use both of these. Start reaping. Let's see what this mill is looking like. Detach. Send them. I can tell we hit a whole bunch of nothing. And bro is playing. This isn't even Blue Eyes. This is a weird deck that I don't even know what it was. But it was a Fiend Myth deck as well. Kind of like a mirror match, but not really. Either way, get the Scream. We're going to get the Crime to the hand. We're going to activate the Fiend Engraver, send La Crema back into the deck so I can special summon this thing because we never summoned it. Now we have enough bodies to make the Apollo. Bring it out here. Activate La Crema, send the Sequence back, burn him for 12. He's going to activate the Paradise. Oh, yes, I remember what they did. They're going to send Engraver here. Yes, sir. Send the Engraver. Burn for the 600. And set. Now the reason why I burn for 6 is because of the spell, if I'm not mistaken. This thing makes it so that any damage that your opponent takes, effect damage, is cut in half. So instead of 12, 600. But this board is it seems dookie, but it's not that bad. Because we basically have the Omni Negate with the Omni Negate with the Crime that's gonna trigger a fusion summon, which is gonna be the Rukal. We have 3 monster negates and Lancia. So not too bad. Bro's gonna activate the Fiend Myth track. They're gonna get La Crema here. Now I could have activated the Lancia to prevent them from doing certain things, but I did have the Snow and I think a Shuffler. Oh no, I just didn't want the Snow. Oh yeah, there goes the Keldo. So I didn't want to shut down my Snow and Keldo just for the Lancia when I'm not playing against my list, right? So here they're gonna send the Lorry to the yard, activate the Lorry. I decided to shuffle here, cause this way I'm assuming they don't have Engraver, so if I shuffle Engraver back, I don't have to worry about the Fiend Meat package, because again, I don't know what the heck they're playing. Send both of these back. He does have La Crema in the hand. He's gonna send a copy of Fiend Meat Solution, Fiend Meat Resolution, and he did have the Engraver, searching a copy for the Fiend Meat track that they already activated. So I'm like, okay, he could activate the Engraver though. No, he's gonna activate the track. Of course, he had 2 La Cremas. 2 La Cremas going to the bigger La Crema. I'm gonna activate the Snow here before he summons or whatever, right? You go for these, flip that thing like a pancake, flip it, Famous Engraver in the graveyard, just send La Crema back into the deck to special summon. I'm like, nah, Apollo that, and it's a GG's. We never even had to use the Crime, but I was waiting for something more impactful for the Crime, because then it gets to trigger the fusion, whatever, yada yada yada. It's GG's. So let's go back to the deck list. Alright, familia, so that is the deck list. Honestly, this is probably one of the best decks that you could play in the game right now. If I had to say, it's probably my list, Raicio, Blue Eyes, and this deck 100%. 100%. Top 4, you could, there's still, of course, there's still card, you know, there's still, the White Woods? White Woods, is that what it's called? I haven't played that deck in so long. I forget. I think it's Whitewoods. I don't freaking know. But there's still other decks that are really, really good right now. It's just they don't compare to Malice or Ryseal. Ryseal is definitely way easier to play against than Malice, but they're still in a whole different state. But this deck right here puts in work. This deck is amazing if you want to have fun. If you enjoy tier limits, play this deck. Play this deck. You're gonna have a great time. I'm telling you, play the deck. So with that being said, if you guys enjoy the content, leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe because I would greatly appreciate it. For the one guy, if you're here watching this, that asked me to play you Bell, as soon as I hit Master Rank, my boy, I got you. I'm trying to hit Master Rank before I play you Bell because I'm really trying to reach the stupid rank before the season is over. So with that being said, continue having a great day, and I'm going to catch you guys next time. Peace.